Next topic in solid states is calculation of spaces occupied, that is packing efficiency. Like in the previous topic we have done, in the closed packing 74% of spaces is occupied. Now we'll calculate it for all the three unit cells in simple unit cell, face center unit cell and body center unit cell, how much of the available space is utilized. Now, simple unit cell is that unit cell in which the particles are present only at the corners of a unit cell. Only at the corners of a unit cell. This we have done. Actually, these particles, they are touching each other. They are present like this in a unit cell. They are touching each other. And the radius of one particle is r, and of the second one is also r, and this is the edge of the unit cell. So when the two particles are touching each other, then this is the edge of unit cell and this edge is equal to 2r. Now to solve this, we are supposing first of all, let radius of one particle we are taking is atom, is equal to r centimeter. And another thing we are supposing here is that particles actually are touching each other. This we are not supposing particles are touching each other. We are just supposing that particles are like the spheres. And edge of unit cell, how much we have taken here is a centimeter, right? Now how we'll find out the packing efficiency? For that we should know the volume of this whole unit cell and we should know the volume of the particles in unit cell. Volume of the particle, if we divide the volume of the whole unit cell, we will get the packing fraction. So how we'll calculate first of all the volume of unit cell and then the volume of the particles. Since each side is equal to A, so volume of unit cell is A cube and A we have done here is equal to 2R. So A is 2R whole cube. This is the volume of the unit cell. In simple unit cell, we have calculated actually how many particles are there. 1. By calculating the contribution and all that, we will get one atom or one particle in simple unit cell. And we have supposed that these particles are like spheres. So volume of one atom or particle is 4 by 3 pi r cube. Therefore, what is packing percentage here? Like I told you, volume of the particles, there is only one atom in simple unit cell. So volume of one atom upon volume of the unit cell. Since percentage we are calculating, so multiplying it by 100. Volume of one atom is 4 by 3 pi r cube. Volume of unit cell is 2r whole cube into 100. So after solving this whole thing, we will get 52.4%. So in a simple unit cell, 52.4% of the available space is utilized. After simple unit cell, we are doing the next one, that is the FCC unit cell. In face-centered cubic unit cell, which we have already done, is 74% of available space is utilized. Now, face-centered cubic unit cell is one in which particles are present at the corners of a unit cell and plus at the center of the faces of a unit cell. But now I'm just taking one particle here at the center of this face only I'm taking. So joining these, we will get this as a face diagonal. This point is A, this point I'm taking is B, and this point I'm taking is the C point. So one triangle is formed here, A, B, C. Again, we are supposing, let radius of atom equal to r centimeter. Particles are touching each other. And the edge of the unit cell is how much? We are taking every time this to be a centimeter. One side of unit cell is a centimeter. Now these three particles here on a phase diagonal, actually these three particles are touching each other like this. This is a point and this is a B point. A and this is the B. Now this is AB. AB is equal to, this is radius R, similarly here radius R, and here we have R, and this also is R. Can I say this AB is equal to 4R? AB is equal to 4R. Therefore, AB is equal to 4R. Now come to triangle ABC. In this triangle, when we apply Pythagoras theorem, what we will have? On applying Pythagoras theorem, we will get AB is equal to root AC square plus BC square. Now this is edge of unit cell, one side, this is also one side, this is also edge, this is A and this also is A. So AC is also A and BC is also A. Solving this, we get root 2A. AB is equal to root 2A, but AB is also equal to 4R. Fill the value here, we will get 4R equal to root 2A. And what will be A now? A is 4R upon root 2. Now we have calculated the value of A. To find out the packing fraction, I told you, you need the volume of the unit cell and you need the volume of the particles. Now edge we know, so volume of unit cell will be, volume of unit cell is A cube and A is 4R upon root 2. So this becomes 4R upon root 2 whole cube. This is the volume of the unit cell that we have got. After finding out the volume of unit cell, we should know atoms in this unit cell. As we know, atoms in FCC unit cell, they are equal to 4. So now we need the volume of how many particles? 4 atoms, 4 particles, which is 4 into 4 by 3 pi r cube. So what is packing percentage now? Volume of the 4 particles, that is 4 into 4 by 3 pi r cube, upon volume of unit cell, that is 4R upon root 2 whole cube, into 100. After solving this, this will come out to be equal to 74%. This will come out to be equal to how much? 74%. This is for the FCC unit cell. After FCC unit cell, now we are moving on to the third type of unit cells, that is the BCC unit cell. In BCC unit cell, BCC unit cell is that unit cell in which particles are present at the corners of a unit cell and plus also at the center of the unit cell. That is, particle is present here at the center of unit cell also. Now when we join these particles, this I am taking as A point, this I am taking as D point. So these three particles which are here on AD, these three particles actually are touching each other. They are like this. This point is A point and this point I am taking is D. So this is AD. And AD is equal to how much? AD comes out to be equal to, this is radius of A, this sphere, this is radius of this sphere, and here This is R and this is also R. That means AD comes out to be equal to how much? Is equal to 4R. AD is equal to 4R. And we join this point also. This I am taking as C. Now in triangle ACD, this triangle we are taking using Pythagoras theorem. When we use Pythagoras theorem, then this AD will be equal to root AC square plus CD square. And AC already we have calculated in the previous part. This is equal to your 2A square. And CD is the edge of the unit cell. So CD is equal to A. This becomes A square. After solving, we will get root 3A. How much we'll get? Root 3A. And we know AD is also equal to 4R. So 4R is equal to root 3A. And A is equal to 4R upon root 3. Now we know A, so volume of unit cell will be equal to A cube, which is equal to 4R upon root 3 whole cube. And how many particles are in BCC unit cell? There are 2 atoms. In BCC unit cell, there are 2 atoms. So volume of 2 atoms is equal to 2 into 4 by 3 pi r cube. So what is packing percentage of BCC unit cell? Volume of 2 particles, 2 into 4 by 3 r cube upon volume of unit cell 4r upon root 3 whole cube. Multiply it with 100, we'll get the packing percentage 68% for the BCC unit cell. This is how we can calculate the packing efficiency of simple unit cell, FCC unit cell and BCC unit cell. Moving on to the next topic now. Sizes of tetrahedral and octahedral voids. Now here, let size of tetrahedral and octahedral voids we are denoting by small r, radius of these. And in closed pack arrangement, the size of atoms in close packing is denoted by capital R. Their radius we are taking by capital R. Actually, the size of these tetrahedral and octahedral voids depends on the size of these particles which are there in the closed pack arrangement. Radius, or we can say size of tetrahedral voids is equal to 0.225 capital R. Size of the particles in closed pack arrangement, multiply it with 0.225, give us the size of tetrahedral void. Similarly, the size of the octahedral void is equal to 0.414 capital R. This is our topic, sizes of tetrahedral and octahedral voids. Now we have a derivation of this relationship of octahedral voids. Derivation of the relationship between small r we are using it for the size of voids. So here we are taking which void? Octahedral void. And r we take it for the size of the atoms in close pack arrangement. So we have to derive the formula between these two. That is, this formula we have to derive now. To derive this formula, first we are taking the octahedral voids, which is formed by the 6 particles. Between the 6 particles, now that 3-dimensional structure we cannot draw here. So we are just taking the structure like this by taking the 4 particles. But otherwise, remember the void here we're taking is octahedral. This void here, this one, size of this void we have to find out. A triangle is formed here, A, B and C. Now see the size of the particles here we take as capital R, and of the void we take as small r, that we're taking as small r. So this is small r and this is also small r. In triangle ABC, using Pythagoras theorem, we know BC square is equal to AB square plus AC square. And BC is equal to what? This is R and this also is R. So this is your 2R whole square. AB is R plus small r. So R plus R whole square. Similarly, AC is also R plus small r. So AC square is R plus R whole square. 2R whole square. So R plus R whole square plus R plus R whole square means double of this 2R plus R whole square. Now take the 2 to this side. This becomes 2R whole square upon 2 equal to R plus R whole square. Now this we are solving this part. 2 square upon 2, we can write this as root 2 R square equal to R plus R whole square. This will cancel out. What is left is root 2 R equal to R plus R. This R will bring this side, so we are getting this. R we take common. When we take R common, we get this part. After this, root 2 value is 1.414 minus 1 R equal to small r. After subtracting this, we'll get 0.414 capital R is equal to small r. This is a relationship between the octahedral voids and the size of the atoms in close pack arrangement. This small r is equal to 0.414 capital R. This is a formula for the relationship between the two. Next topic after this, number of voids and the formula of the compound. Number of voids and the formula of the compound. How we get this thing? There are numericals also based on this part. If suppose particles in close packed arrangement, particles in close packed arrangement are n in number. When we are doing the close pack arrangement of particles AB layers or ABC layers when we form, suppose in that arrangement there are n particles, and in that arrangement there will be octahedral voids also and there will be tetrahedral voids also. How many in number? The available octahedral voids in that structure, they are equal to n, equal to number of particles in close pack arrangement. And in that close pack arrangement, available tetrahedral voids are double than these. These are 2n in number. This is the availability of tetrahedral, octahedral voids according to the particles in close pack arrangement. Next after this we have is the location of void in a crystal. Location of voids in a crystal, where these voids are present. If we take these n particles are there, n octahedral voids, 2n tetrahedral voids are there. So actually where are these particles present? In case of FCC arrangement, we have to study this in FCC unit cell. In FCC unit cell, how many particles are there in closed pack arrangement? 4. So how many octahedral voids will be available in the structure? 4. And how many tetrahedral voids will be available in the structure? Double than these 8. So where are these 4 octahedral voids present? Where are these 8 tetrahedral voids present? This is a topic. So location of these. This is the number of these, and now come to the location where they are present. First is octahedral voids. Their location is, we'll find one octahedral void in the body center and one on each edge center. And how many edge centers are there in unit cell? 12 are there. So there are 12 on edge center. But their contribution now. The one that is at the body center of unit cell will contribute complete to that unit cell. But each void, like the particles at edge center, one void at edge center, like particles, contributes how much to that unit cell? It's 1/4 part only. And 12 edges are there. So 12 voids at edge center contributes how much? 1/4 into 12, 3. So 1 at body center, 3 at the edge center. Total how many octahedral voids are there? 4 are there, 4 are there. So their location is 1 that is at the body center and 1 on each edge center. Now location of tetrahedral voids. Where tetrahedral voids are present? 2 on each body diagonal. 2 on each body diagonal. And how many body diagonals are there in a unit cell? There are 4 body diagonals in a unit cell. Inside the unit cell there are 4 body diagonals. And 2 on each body diagonal, they are contributing completely to that unit cell because body diagonals are just inside the unit cell only. So they are completely contributing to that unit cell. So how many total will be there? Therefore, total tetrahedral voids are equal to 8 in number. 2 on each body diagonal and there are 4 body diagonals. So total tetrahedral voids are 8 in number. This is the topic.